All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome. Here we are, the middle of April. Today is April 13th, and it is wonderful that we can get together tonight and spend some time talking about a software platform technology that has really been changing literally thousands of people's lives over the last several months, maybe even the last several years, because ALT actually came into existence back in July of 2014. It was actually software that was developed back in 2011 by some of the top lead generation experts and software engineers. And literally, if you are in a position where you're struggling, whether you are a traditional network marketer or whether you are an online marketer, maybe you're selling products or services and you need people to talk to. Maybe you're a traditional business owner that is looking for more customers and more prospects. It doesn't really matter, because there is a common problem that exists out there, whether you're a home-based business owner, network marketer, online marketer, affiliate marketer, or just a small business entrepreneur that you face on a daily basis. And that problem is twofold. Number one, you don't have the type of success that you should be enjoying simply because you do not talk to enough qualified people on a daily basis. Most of the experts that are out there that have made 6- and 7-figure incomes in network marketing will tell you the secret to their success is that they're always talking to a lot of people on a daily basis. But yet, when you look at a business opportunity, what is it that most of the people tell you that enroll you into your business? They say, hey, Gregorio, go out there and talk to all your friends, relatives, or neighbors there in Las Vegas. Or, hey, Bill, get on the phone out there in Virginia and talk to all the people that you know that are going to want to buy your product. The problem is that Bill and Gregorio are frustrated because they don't have anybody that truly they know well enough that is interested in their business opportunity or their products and services. And so you don't just need people to talk to. You also need to have a delivery system that can produce a professional sales presentation, whether you're promoting your network marketing company or your business opportunity, your product or service, or if you might be selling pizzas in downtown Seattle. You need prospects, qualified, targeted traffic to talk with on a daily basis. And without this happening, the opportunity for you to succeed is really quite doubtful. It's actually limited at best. Secondly, the greatest problem is when you start a traditional business. If I open up a restaurant or a dry cleaners, or if I start working for a nutritional supplement network marketing opportunity, it takes a lot of time to start earning money. And most business entrepreneurs earn literally no money in the first 90 days. And if you are not earning any money in your first few months, it becomes very frustrating. So when a new business opportunity is started and worked consistently, it can literally take years before a decent amount of residual income or income itself is started to be received on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And this is the reason that in at least network marketing, there is about a 60 to 70% attrition rate. And so what good does it do for you to put people into a business if 30 to 90 days after they join, they end up quitting? So it's very, very important that you not only have enough people to talk with, 5 to 10 people every day, have a system that can do a professional sales presentation, since 99% of you are not salespeople, right? You don't really want to do a presentation yourself. and you shouldn't have to do a presentation yourself. So when you can generate hundreds, if not thousands of leads every single day, and you have a system and a strategy that is allowing me and others to make tremendous incomes just selling this software, doesn't matter what you want to promote, your business, your opportunity, your products or service. If you do the same thing that's working for other people successfully and you duplicate that, you are going to have success. The only ones that will not succeed are the people that don't do it right. They don't follow what we're doing and what the company is teaching and training, or they just don't work at all. They find reasons to quit because the software doesn't work right, or you're not getting the right leads, or you're not enrolling 10 people in your first 30 days. You know, you've got to be realistic with yourself. The automatic lead tools software and tool suite literally provide a simple and effective method that solves both of the problems that we've talked about above immediately. Let's talk a little bit about the software, okay? Because it really is a suite of software. There's 5 components that come with the software. I call the hub of the software the data miner, and this is an incredible platform and a piece of software that I'm going to demonstrate here in just a moment. And this will allow you to literally generate unlimited phone numbers and emails of targeted prospects or potential customers with one simple click of the mouse, literally taking a minute or two to generate thousands of email addresses and telephone numbers of people that are advertising on the internet or on online classifieds like Backpage, Facebook, and YouTube. It's amazing. You're going to get to see it work here in just a second. Now, we talked about, okay, if I'm able to go out there and get thousands of leads, right, what am I going to do if I'm not a salesperson? Well, I'm going to have something that can present this. So I'm recording this webinar right now, and I could actually upload this recorded webinar when I'm done tonight, and I could actually put it onto our webinar on demand system that will literally allow you to have your presentation, your PowerPoint, your video, whatever you want to use, literally be able to be accessed whenever anybody wants to watch this webinar. And it appears to a person that is watching it that it is a live webinar. So you literally can have your presentation for your opportunity or product broadcasting for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when the world is sleeping. Then we've got, I think, probably the most powerful tool other than the data miner is the voice broadcasting system. This will actually allow you to take those phone numbers that you get from the data miner and actually be able to send pre-recorded voice messages, advertisements, whatever you want to send out to your targeted leads and prospects with the single push of a button. Literally, you're giving the prospect your message, allowing them to either connect to you or one of your agents live so you can speak directly only to the people that are truly interested in your opportunity, product, or service, or you can just have them press 1 and they can listen to a short message that maybe you would record that would direct them to your sales presentation that's been recorded. It's truly amazing, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in the demo that we're going to be doing here in just a couple of minutes. Now you have the custom sales funnel creator, which I absolutely love because it allows you to create custom sales funnels for whatever business, whatever company, whatever products, whatever services you want to promote. And you can do that using state-of-the-art video tools, custom graphics, and logos. And you can create as many custom sales funnels as you like. And now it's just kind of getting out of the beginning stages. It's brand new. It's our live inbound call center. This is a powerful new tool that for those of you, let's say that you're just getting started and you're setting up your software, going through the videos, you're learning about the software, but you would like to really be able to have the possibility of earning some immediate income. So what Stefan and Scott Agee have done, which I think is amazing, is they have put together a live inbound call center. This is a tool that will allow you to take incoming sales calls from people that are responding to help wanted ads, business opportunities out on Craigslist and Facebook. Most of them are people that are looking for real jobs that they can do from home. And when you sign up for the call center, there's no charge. It's all included when you purchase the software package, and you can actually log on and you can receive calls. They actually give you a welcome package that has your script, which basically will walk you through a very short 5 to 10 minute interview with the person who calls you. And then it also includes a custom written email that has a full webinar, recorded webinar that Scott and Stefan did that basically talks about this call center. So you can imagine that you could sign up, you could purchase your software, and within the next 24 hours, you could actually be taking live incoming calls from people that were inquiring about the opportunity to make money from home or working from home. You could walk them through a 5-minute interview and then get their information. Now they are an official lead of yours, and you could send them out to a recorded 1-hour overview of the call center and how it works, and then follow back up with them. And if they enroll, you are going to earn a fantastic commission. All right, this is where it gets exciting. So hold on to your seats. If I can get here to the actual software, I'm going to go ahead now, I think, and I'm going to log in to my back office. This is so much fun. I love being able, and I feel honored to come and be able to present this because I'm so excited about my results. I'm going to show you that because I believe that documentation beats a lot of conversation. I'm not going to be doing it to be bragging, but the results that I'm getting is amazing. So I'm back in my back office, and of course, when you purchase the software, you get all of this website and all of the training. There's a welcome email. There's a Facebook group here. So when you join, you can pay for your software. You come back here, click on this Facebook group, and it is the most incredible place. It's a private group. It's an insiders group, and you have to request to join. You can see there's almost 1,000 members. This is growing so quickly. And you can come over here and you can see new members are welcomed. You can get questions answered. It's just a really great support group. And so you'll definitely want to come over here as soon as you sign up and definitely join the Facebook group right here. But for this demonstration, I'm going to go to my software. You can see there's your data mining software, your voice broadcast, your on-demand webinars, and your sales funnels. So I'm going to go to the data mining software, and I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to click Access Software. So tonight I have picked a company. I market the software, and the best people that I find for my business are the people that are in network marketing companies. So you can select Google, Bing, Merchant Circle, Yelp, which are both online yellow pages, Craigslist, Backpage. I always like to use Google because it's the biggest and the best. So I just click on Google, and you can see in the keywords, I can put up to 7 keywords if I want to search that deeply. And it's going to go into Google, and it's going to search the first 100 pages on the internet. So tonight, I'm going to go to use a company called ACN. That stands for American Communications Network. They are a telecommunications, long distance. I think they even do electricity. But it's a big company, been around for years. So I'm going to go ahead and type in just ACN and click extract leads. Now look at, it's immediately going into the first 100 pages of Google as we speak, and it's pulling every ad that has an email or a phone number out there on the internet, okay? And if I let this run for the full amount of time, it would probably, I don't know, probably would go for maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5, depending on how much data is out there on the first 100 pages of Google. But it's amazing. You can see I can just keep scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. We're 30 seconds into this search. I'm going to let it run 30 seconds more because I want to see how much data we get in just 1 minute. Coming up on 50 seconds. Let's go 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm stopping it. You can see that in 1 minute, this data miner has pulled 3,016 email addresses and 439 phone numbers. Now, you can download the list, and I recommend you do this and save it in your files because you'll want to go through there and you will want to remove duplicates because there are duplicate ads. But you can also come over here to the extracted list, and you can come right in here and see that I already pulled ACN on the 10th in a demo. But let's go into today's one. Here it is. Google, emails, ACN 413, and it's already in a CSV format. So I want to go ahead and download and open up that CSV format, and it's going to take just a moment, and there it is. I'm going to just pull column A and open that up a little bit, and these are all emails. Now I want to get rid of the duplicate, so I'm going to highlight category A, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom where there's about 3,000 emails, and I want to get rid of any duplicates because I'm going to show you exactly the 2 things that I am doing that has allowed me to earn over $15,000 in 36 days using these 2 simple strategies. Now, I don't want to limit you. There are literally thousands of different strategies that are available to you to use with the software. Pick out whatever 1 or 2 you like to do. There's full training that's all recorded that goes back over a year that you can pick out your favorite strategies. What I did here is I've highlighted all this. I'm going to go up to data and click on data, and then I'm going to click over here on remove duplicates. I'm going to continue with this current selection, and it's in column A that it's going to remove, and you can see it removed 1,350 duplicate emails. That's going to leave me with 1,669 unique values. Now, think about this. 1,600 good emails off the internet. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to copy these leads. I don't even have to do that if I don't want, but I like to keep my files clean and separate, so I'm going to show you what I do because I really want you to see this. Now, for those of you that are not yet members that are going to be joining us, make sure your sponsor gets you a copy of my ALT University. It will give you the full video and accompany documents to what I'm doing right here, so that you can actually have it, and you'll be able to see step by step exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to close out the Excel. I'm going to open up a new Excel file because I'm going to take those ones that I just purified, and I'm going to open up a new Excel, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste those email addresses. Now what I've created is I've got a clean folder of 16, almost 1,700 emails, okay? So now I'm going to just close that down, and I'm going to go over here to my Gmail account, and this is a copy. I hope everybody can see that. Let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. Maybe I can't. Sorry about that. And this is what I send out. This is what I have put together. I have a sheet of different samples of what I call non-spam emails. These are short little emails that this is my email that I'm going to send out for you right now. It says, "Greeting ACN members. I was wondering if you are completely satisfied with the results that you're seeing in growing your ACN business and income. Most home-based business owners, if they're totally honest, would say that they're certainly not pleased, but unfortunately, that is the way it is for 97% of all home-based business owners who struggle and fail day after day in trying to build both income and success from home." And then I go in to touch on those same two reasons. You don't have enough qualified people, and it takes a long time to build a livable residual income in most home-based businesses. Then I just go on to say, I'm happy to tell all ACN members that I have found the perfect solution. It's a new and powerful software, blah, blah, blah. It's allowed me to receive over $15,000 in just the last 36 days. And if any of you in ACN or your downline is in need of an immediate miracle for your business and income, I'd love to send you out a short video demonstration. So I go up here and I want to write an effective subject line. So I put ACN question for you. Why do I put ACN and the company's name that I'm sending out emails to right now? Why do you think? Because I want opens. I want people to click on my emails. If I put just thinking about you or great new opportunity, do you think anybody seriously would probably want to open up another email like that? But when they see ACN question, or you can put saw your, this is a really good one too, saw your ACN ad or post is also good, because some of them are blogs, post, and ad on internet. Question. Okay? Now, you think somebody that's an ACN might just open that email? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my BCC. Remember, BCC stands for blind carbon copy. So I'm going to go back to that clean list, and I'm going to go up here starting with number 1, and I'm going to send, now if you're going to be using a brand new like Gmail account or Yahoo, one of the free emails, don't send 50 at a time. I've been doing this here with my Gmail account for many, many years, and so I can get away with doing 50 at a time. If you've got a new account, you should send no more than like 20 to 25 at a time. And the reason we're putting them into our BCC account is why? Because we don't want anybody, when they receive an email, to see all of these addresses. It would look really stupid. So when they get this, I just leave everything else blank. You can put, you know, your own email address if you want. Okay. And then what I do is I make sure before I send it, I go back down to the bottom. Remember, a non-spam email doesn't have any phone numbers, no links. It doesn't even mention the name, Automatic Lead Tools. I'm going to make sure I copy that because I'm just showing you how quick I can send a couple hundred emails. I've copied it. Now I send. Okay? So it's sending. You can see up here at the top right now. And now it's been sent to 50 people. I go back over to compose. I paste that copy back in there. I put ACN question. Okay, now I go back up. I get my BCC open again. Go back to that list. Now I scroll down to number 51, and I go down to 100. Remember, I'm doing 50 at a time. Now I'm copying. Copy those, close that out, paste it into the BCC. Now wait for it to load up. It takes about a minute or half a minute because it's putting all the data together. Some servers run quicker than the others. Remember, always copy. Always make sure you give them an opportunity at the bottom to ask to be removed. Be courteous. I copy that text. I click send. It's sending again. Now in about 1 minute, I have now sent 100 emails. I go back. I'm just going to show you. I send 300 a day, Monday through Saturday. Paste it in there again. ACN question. BCC. See, this is what people say. Scott, can I do this business in, less than an hour a day? Absolutely. Because all I'm doing right now is showing you what I do every morning to start my day. And oops, I went past 150. I'll go right 150, copy. And the reason I'm doing this, I haven't done my emails today. I waited for this presentation so you could actually see me working. And before we get off the air at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock your time tonight, we'll come back to see if we have received any responses, good or bad. Some people will just say, I put, if by chance you've received this email in error, please accept my humblest apologies. To be removed from my mailing list, reply back and put remove in the subject box. I don't want to keep anybody on my list that doesn't want to hear from me. I'm looking for serious-minded folks. I send it out. That goes now to 150 people. As soon as that gets done, sending, boom, go back. Let's just do 200 tonight just because I don't want to. I've got a lot more to cover in what I'm doing. ACN question. Boom. BCC, go back, grab 50 more. You can see now 150 to 200. There we go. Copy. Okay. Paste. Now, you'll always have this question. People say, how much of this really gets delivered? I can't tell you for sure, but you will be able to see. I'll show you. There's now, this is the 200th email that I sent out. It's going right now. And you can always go up here to your inbox over here, and you can see there's 4 inbox messages. These are immediate bounces, and it will tell you how many. You have 8 here. You can see 8 bounces, which means it did not get delivered. 9, that's 17. 8 is 25. And 10. 35 that I sent out that bounced out of 200. That's about 15%. Usually the numbers off of bounces are between 15 and 20%. I don't bother to go in and clear these bad email or bounces. I just go ahead and delete those. The only ones that I would go back in and delete is if we get any when we come back and check this that say please remove, and then I'll just go in to that list. I'll put my little cursor out here. I'll go over here to the find, click on find, and then let's just say it was ACN News. That was the email, ACN News. Okay, see what happens? Over here, it finds that email, and I can right-click, and I won't do it now because they haven't asked me, but I can click on delete. And if I do that, it will take out that. And then just make sure that when you do that, that you save this as a new, when you file, save it, because if you don't, it's going to forget that you deleted that. You can see there's another one that came through, so I just delete that. It's not asking me to be removed. Okay, let's go to another tool. Okay, now that's how I do my my emailing every day. I just sent out 200 that took me 5 minutes to do. So if you can do 5 or 10 minutes of emailing a day, all you need to do then is just check back in over here a couple of times, 3 or 4 times a day, because as soon as somebody writes back, you can see over here, here's Barb. I don't know if I have the original email. She's on the call tonight, by the way. Let me see if I have the okay, well, this is an older one, but usually people will just write back and they'll say send info, okay? And then what I do when I send them an reply is, let me see if I can go back here to an older email, and okay, here's one. And so you can see here when Casey down here, he sent me a thing that said send info. So I just responded. Now I have his first name, Casey, and I have his last name. And as soon as he replies, I go to my other data file, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is my ALT opt-in list. This is so cool. Look at this. In just the last 6 weeks, this has been purified a dozen times. I now have 256 leads that have opted in. These are all people that have opted in. These are people, in fact, there's Donna. Donna's still on here. I want to remove her because Donna joined tonight. So I'm going to go in and find Donna. Oops, she's with one A or one N. And there she is, Donna Hertz. So I'm going to close that. I don't keep people on here that have joined. I add them to my email list of members that have joined. So I keep this clean, and you can see by doing that, I always have people to market to. I have 255 people. So every Monday when I'm going to do my webinar, and when you have your list, you're not going to have as many names as I do. We have people that in their first week have gotten 15 or 20 leads that are opt-ins already. You just send these out and send them a notification that we're going to be doing a webinar tonight. That's called building your list. But let's go back now. Let's go back to our back office, and let's go to our data miner, and let's go to those extracted lists again. Remember, we got not just these ACN emails, but we also got ACN phone numbers. It saves all your phone numbers down here. So let's look for ACN. Google ACN phone. There's right. That's 413. That's the one we did tonight. Let's download it. Let's do the same thing. Let's open it up. This is step 2 that I do every day. Okay, there's the phone numbers. Only thing I need to do is do what? Okay, I just go ahead and highlight column A, go all the way down to the bottom. I think there was about 400. So I want to get down there. I want to get rid of all the duplicates. I don't want my voice broadcaster calling the same people over and over. So let's go down to the bottom, 440. Okay, now I go up to data and remove duplicates. Same thing I did with the, okay, and it removed 126 duplicates, and you can see 313 remain. Okay, so I click OK. Now, just for the sake of time, I could actually save this just like it is because it's in the proper format, CSV, so I can go Save As, and I want to save it to my desktop on my computer, and then it's going to ask me to label it. So I'm going to put ACN clean because I've taken all the duplicates, phone numbers, and then the date, 4/13/15. I want to know because you see right here, I have an old list. I want to make sure I'm using the most modern list or the most common list because remember, people that are advertising out there are changing all the time on Google because it pulled these numbers off of today's live ads. So I'm saving this, okay? Okay, so now I can just close this out. I don't have to save it again. Now I go back and I go to my back office. I go to my software and I want to send a message out now. I'm going to use the voice broadcasting. So I'm going to broadcast platform. I scroll down, go to broadcast. I've already got money loaded. It's 1.8 cents per minute to use the broadcast. You can see I have $124.10. I put $200 in there a couple of weeks ago, and it automatically deducts as you use your broadcast time. So I go create broadcast. I'm going to label it ACN, and these are going to be live transfers, and I'm going to date it for 4/13/15, and I'll put press 1 live answers. I want to know, how did I set this up? Because you see, I can have it set up to leave a message on a voice machine. I can have it do where if a person hears my message and they want to find out more, they can press 1 and I can redirect the call to another recorded message, maybe directing them directly to my sales funnel. I can transfer them to myself or anybody that works for me that I have answering the phone. Sometimes I'm going to have Stephanie, my beautiful wife, start answering incoming calls, give her a script, and while I'm doing other things that are more productive with my time, I can have her answering calls. So on the caller ID, I never ever do anything except my own name because I'm not trying to hide who I am. But I do have a voice mailbox that I bought. It's $10 a month, and I have it set up with a different number. So it would be something like 509-334-7654. That's not the right number, but that's what's going to show up. You don't want to put your home number or your cell phone number there because your phone's not going to stop ringing with either people that are angry because you're giving them a voice broadcast, even though you're completely compliant, because when they advertise on the internet, they are now opening themselves up to being a public business, and there is no restriction to voice broadcasting to a business. When any ad or blog or website or anything is out there on the internet, by law, they are now classified as a business. So if you ever need to tell that to a person, you'll know that, okay? So it has to be a valid phone number. Now, this is not my voicemail box, but I do have a voicemail box, and in that voicemail box, I have recorded a message that said, hey, sorry I missed you today. I was talking to other people that were trying to make money from home, and I'm hearing the same story. People are struggling making money at home because they don't have enough people to talk to on a daily basis. If I can show you how to generate thousands of leads in a matter of a minute or two with one click of the mouse and put an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month into your pocket within 30 to 90 or 30 to 180 days, whatever time frame you want to say, please press 1, or I'm sorry, please leave a message with your phone number and your email address, and I'll get you the information right away. If I missed your call and you'd like to be removed from this call list, just kindly leave your number and ask to be added to the do not call list. That's what they get. Then I go down and I never call anybody before 9 a.m. local time. Remember, that's Pacific because that's where my voice broadcast is set up. And I never call people past 6 o'clock in the evening. I just don't I'm not looking for the people that are coming home from their regular jobs. I'm looking for people who are home during the day. And the reason I am is because when they're home during the day, chances are that they are serious marketers. I want to catch those serious marketers that need this software. And in this example, I'm going to do a live transfer to me. So I'm going to put here my real cell phone number, and you can have a backup number. If I wanted to have any overflow, I could send that to Stephanie, put her number, which is not hers. That's just a fake one, but that is my real number up there. So, and a dial rate, this is calls per hour. If I'm taking live calls on transfer, I don't want to put more than 100 in there or maybe 200, and you can always adjust this. If I was just doing a blanket voice broadcast to live people or voice machines and I wasn't going to do any transfer, which you can, then I would probably run this up to 2,000 per hour because obviously I'm not doing a transfer. They're just going to voice machines. I just want to get the message out there. But in this example, I would put 100. I would see how the calls come in. Usually I'm seeing, and I haven't done a lot yet, but we're seeing if I do a list of 500, I'll usually get 2 to 4 transfers. Every list is a little different. Sometimes I've had as many as 7 or 8. So the more the merrier, right? Because they're very serious. Now you set up, and there's tutorials to show you how to set this up. So I'm not going to go into detail, but this would be AMD is where it picks up any automated message device, and you would generally want to check that because if it's I'm doing live transfer, if it picks up a voice machine or voicemail, it will automatically hang up. I'm not going to leave a message because I'm doing a live transfer, but I do want them, when they pick up the phone, I want them to be able to say hello, and then there's about a 1 or 2 second delay, and then my message comes on. If I wanted to transfer it to other people or other agents, I could do that. My transfer key is in place. They press the number 1, and the DNC I always use press 9. So I'm pretty much set. Now I would record a message, and I'm going to be broadcasting to ACN members. And my message would be something as simple as, Hi, ACN members. My name is Scott. I'm reaching out to all fellow ACN members, and I've been hearing over and over from the team that people are struggling because they don't have enough qualified prospects or customers to talk to about the ACN opportunity or services. Now, if you are in need of a real miracle, I have great news. I have found a brand new software that will allow you to generate thousands of leads with one click of the mouse in 1 or 2 minutes of time. And if you need extra money, will allow you to put $2,000 to $5,000 per month into your pocket in the next 30 to 90 days. Now, if you do not need any help and you'd like to be added to my do not call list, please press the number 9 right now. However, if you need this miracle and would like to find out more, I'm standing by right now to get you that information, and just press 1 to transfer to me right now. That's it, okay? Now, the reason I tell people the do not call key first is because I don't want people that are all bent out of shape because they received my voice message, or they want to tell me that they're going to sue me for billions of dollars because I'm fully compliant, but I don't even want to deal with the drama. So normally, if you give them the option to be added to the DNC first before giving them the option to connect with you or somebody else or to listen to a message, they will press 9 first. If you do it the opposite way, you're going to most likely get people that are going to press 1 before they were given the opportunity, or they didn't take the time to listen to your full message. So that is the 2 steps that I am using, and it works perfectly. I have a training. Most of you that are on the team that are members have already received the ALT University video, where I go into great detail about both the emailing campaign that I'm doing and also the what we call the quick hit. There's a number of different ways. You don't have to use voice broadcasting, and ALT University course number 2 will go into more detail on the other ways you can use voice broadcasting other than the live transfer. The quick hit method is amazing. Let's just go back. Don't see that I've gotten any messages or responses yet from that 200 mailing, but normally I would expect that if I do 200 or 300, I would average anywhere between 2 and 3 people that ask me for information. Usually it will take over 6 to 8 hours. That's why I recommend checking your email, because you want to get the response out to people so they can get to the video. That's how you're going to get people enrolled, is exposing them. Just make sure that when they do opt in, add them to your list. People say, Scott, how are you making so much money? Well, of course, you're not going to make $15,000 in 36 days. I'm just going to pop your bubble right now. If you ever say that Scott told you, I'll have a recording. I've never ever told anybody what they're going to make, because we can't make any income claims. I mean, I have people that are going out. I have a testimony from one of my newest persons, Debbie Johnson, and she today did her first email. Now, this is very rare, very, very rare. She sent out 150 emails, and she hooked up on that email. It was just the perfect time that she actually hooked up out there with a person that actually wanted the software, Robert Beck. And Robert's on here tonight. So Robert, congratulations. He signed up with Debbie. Debbie took 1 day to get her first sign up. Thus, she earned a $400 commission today, and her software is free for life. So it's pretty amazing how quick it can happen. But we are giving you steps to use, and if you do it on a daily basis, you are going to have incredible success. There's a couple of things that you have to remember. Number 1, never quit. Number 2, do it every day, whether you're going to do it 5 days a week, 6 days a week, or 7 days a week. Decide how much time you're going to take each day. If you treat this like a business, and you're going to get paid like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby. There's so many different ways to use this software platform. Email marketing, I showed you, voice broadcasting, quick hit, direct dial, placing ads in free publications, solo ads, Facebook ads, social media group ads. People say, what's the fastest way, Scott, that I can make my first sale? Let me show you. Let me show you something. I love using this method. I don't use it enough because I just don't have the time. But over at Facebook, okay, you see over here, I have some groups. Here's prosperity and positivity. There's MLM job fair. These are groups where people are advertising their MLM jobs. Okay? Now, you ever think about a perfect place to go? And here's what you do. Don't go over here without taking a look at somebody's presentation. Let's just pick one. Here's somebody right here that is advertising this new Bitcoin business. Okay, and there's their link right there. So I'm going to click on it, see if I can get to their website. Something went wrong. Okay, their link doesn't work. Isn't that a bummer for that person? Isn't it bad when you don't have a link that works? You know. Let's see if we can find another one here. I want to show you how simple this is, because if you really want to rock and roll with this, you can just absolutely knock the ball out of the park. Let's go back here. Let's go back up to here, and let's just find a good link. Okay. Get paid every 20 minutes. I don't usually like those unrealistic ads. I like the real legitimate companies. Let's see here. Well, let's see here. Lots of junky ads over here. Isn't that amazing? Let's help you make money on eBay. I know what that is. That would but they don't put any links over here. It's ridiculous. Okay, to make it easier, let's just go find network marketing. Okay, here's Entrepreneurs Network. 912 members. Click there. Go over here. I've already joined. So let's go here and let's find a place. Gosh, what are all these junky programs in here? Person selling a product. Okay. Here's Paycheck Nation and Motor Club of America. Let's see if we get a link here that works. It doesn't appear so. Isn't that neat? Let's just see. If you're going to post ads ever, this is a great example of what not to do. Make sure you have a link that works. Here's 100% of the people making money. Can we please have a link? Hey, we got a link. Now, most of these are going to be landing pages. So it's okay, because what you want to do is go in here and spend a few minutes and go in here and put your email in and get instant access. If the person's on the ball, and not many of them are, when you put this in, you're going to get a little bit of information, and take a minute just to go through. Because if somebody calls you right away, if you write down the name of the company, and when they call you, here's what I say to them. The phone rings because I put my email, and I like the ones that actually ask you for your phone number. But when they call you or email you, it's a perfect way. I say, yeah, I visited your spot on the internet, and I just wanted to check and see how things are going with that business. Have you been making some really good money? And they're going to say, if they're honest, 97% are failing. They're going to say, no, I'm not making as much money as I should be. Well, let me ask you a question. Why is it that you feel that you're not making the money that you should? And they're going to tell you, because I don't have enough people to talk to. Well, listen, Bill, let me ask you a question. If I was able to legitimately show you some software that could generate thousands of leads for you each and every day in just a moment, just 1 or 2 minutes, and I can give you a demo, or I can send you out a recorded demo of this software. And if you needed some instant cash by helping other people on your downline, you could actually very quickly put a couple $1,000s a month or more into your pocket very quickly using this software and helping your team. Would that be worth taking a look? See, they're going to think about it, and they're either going to say, no, I'm not interested, don't need your help, and then you can just say, hey, thanks for your time. But if you do that 10 times a day, it's going to take you probably about 10, 15 minutes to find 10 ads on Facebook, and you're immediately going to have probably 10 people, or you can do 20 or whatever you want to do. If you're doing this full time, you could do 100 a day. I know people right now that are generating 1 or 2 sales every week doing that. So don't limit yourself to what you can do with this incredible software, because it will totally blow you away. And I did want to tell you that in your back office, you do have all your setup tutorials to set up your software, to set up your payment gateways. You can get paid by either using an E4 gateway through First Data. That's what I use. If you want, we have a free e-wallet. You can get paid every Friday through the e-wallet system. Then it has your information. You can use GVO is who I use, or you can use GetResponse or Aweber. And then all of the tutorials, this is really important that you have here, that show you how to set up your business profile, your autoresponders, your on-demand webinars. This is paint by the numbers, my friends. So I'm totally computer illiterate, so I was able to do this in less than 3 hours and have everything installed by simply following these custom video tutorials. It shows you how to activate your voice broadcasting, to do your broadcast, tips and tricks. Then here is all of the weekly training. The company and Scott and Stefan, the owners, do a live webinar training on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, lasts about an hour. If you can't make it live, they do record it. You can see the first recording when they bought the company back in July of last year are right here, and you can scroll all the way down to the bottom. The last one they posted was on the 1st, so they're going to be 2 weeks behind if they don't get last week's posted, and then this week's is coming up. This is for members only, and this is how to use and activate the call center. If you want to participate, there's a video on how to use the call center. So as we close, let's go and find out how much this software is going to cost you. It's a one-time purchase of $497. And how it's broken down is $400. You actually purchase the software. You own it for the rest of your life. Now, if you want to take advantage of, like Debbie did, and I'm sure she's sure glad she did, you pay the $97. That's for the reseller agreement, so you are legally able to resell the software to others. And we have an incredible 80% commission structure. So Debbie, when she signed up, she paid $497. That gave her her lifetime ownership of her software for $400, and she paid her first month of her reseller agreement to the company. Okay, now look at what Debbie got today. She got $400 on the referral that signed up on her first working day. So now she has gotten her software for free. And when her sign up next month pays his next $97 per month, she will get $50 each month off of that sign up. So now she's really not paying $97 anymore for her reseller license. She's actually paying $47. And on her second enrollment, she is going to be actually getting $100 per month. And the bottom line is that you break even on your software purchase with your very first enrollment. And secondly, your monthly reseller fee is paid for with just 2 active monthly subscribers. So next one that Debbie gets will cover her own $97, and she'll have free software for the rest of her life, and she doesn't have any really out-of-pocket expense because she's earning more than what she's spending. Now, like I said, I promised you that oftentimes conversation or documentation beats conversation. So I'm going to show you where I'm at in just 36 days. Here's my stats. I click up here. Look at what I've earned, just under $16,000. I purchased my software back in the first week of February. I set it up the first day. I went through training. I set up the call center, and then I sent this information out to 10 close business associates. 4 of those people enrolled in February before I left for Mexico for 2 weeks of vacation. You can come back in here, and I can show you what happened starting in February. I didn't really work at all. In fact, I can show you that down here. These are your sales, and you can see your earnings because you received $400 in earnings. You can see that I left for Mexico on the 11th of February. And when I got to Mexico the next day, I had 2 sales and got paid $800 that first day. The second day we were in Mexico, got paid another $400. And then you can see we came home on the 26th, so another sale on the 23rd. So I actually got paid $1,600 when I was laying on the beach in Cozumel and in Cancun. That was a pretty nice vacation. You get paid to vacation. Then we came back on the 26th. We had Stephanie's mom's memorial service. She passed away. She had been pretty sick, so she passed away when we were in Mexico. So we had her service on the 28th. And I started to work, you can see, in March. But I still earned $4,000 in February working about 3 days. In March, that was last month, I started to engage, and you can see I earned $6,850 in March. Here we are. Today is what? The 13th. We're just 1/3 or 40% of the way into April, and I've already earned almost $4,500 in the first 10 days of this month, on pace to perhaps break $10,000 in earnings in my second full month. I've actually counted the days that I actually got on my software, sent out emails. I didn't start to use the voice broadcast till last week, and you can see right here that as of right now, my total earnings are $15,700. Now, I don't show that to you for any other reason, because this is what you also need to understand. If you go up into your stats and you go to your downline, you can see 43 sales, okay? There's a couple of them that are inactive. There's a couple of them that joined that never, ever did get active. But I have right now 35 active people. And I remember I've earned $15,700 in direct sale commissions, but those 35 people, I'm getting paid how much per month off of their 97? $50. That means that I'm earning $1,750, $1,750 a month just on those $50 payments. So let's just say you were, in closing, starting to build your list, and really, if you follow the ALT University or any other of the techniques that they train and teach with ALT, it's very reasonable that you will get about 50 opt-ins every month minimum. Most of you will get, if you really put some effort, you could get in excess of 100 per month. Some of you that are really, really aggressive might do 150. But let's just use a number that says you're going to get the minimum of 50 opt-ins. These are people that actually write you back. Don't know if I've had anybody yet. Nope, nobody yet. But that literally these people opt in. They say, send me information, Keith. And Keith sends them out. Now, remember, some people are going to join in the first day or two. The majority might take a few weeks because they need to raise their money or get their financing together, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter. The point I'm making is that you are building a list. And people always say, yeah, Scott, but you have all these lists. It took me 20 years to build my list. And it's the most valuable thing. You're really not really focusing on selling software. What you're really doing using the software is you are getting the most valuable commodity that you'll ever have, and that is people that you can build relationship with. You know what's really cool about this data list right here? And I can tell you because I watch it and I clean it up every day. Did you see that as of right now, I have 255 people that are still on my list, and I ask people to ask to be removed. Okay, but do you know the numbers are that out of this 255, over the next 90 days, 10 to 20% of this list will end up joining. I know that if I go through this list and I look at who's on this webinar right now, in fact, I will do it. There's 25 people currently on the webinar, and I'm going to look at the people that I know that are not signed up yet that are on this list, and I'm going to call your names out. Arletta, Barbara, Connie, that's 3. Gregorio's 4. James Bartley is 5. Kirk McMicken is 6. Lorenzo is 7. Mitzi, I think Mitzi, you're not signed up yet, so that's 8. 8. Sandy Johnson, 9. Spencer, 10. 10. 10 people that are on this list right here are now listening to me live. And you guys, I want to tell you in closing tonight, you need to get off the dime and you need to make your mind up and get your funding together and get started. You're going to change your life. I don't want anybody getting started with us in ALT that's just out kicking tires, that's not certain that this is going to be something that they're committed to. I'm not even saying you need to promote the software, but you know what? I'm going to tell you in closing tonight why I'm putting 99% of my effort in promoting the software, and here it is. Those people that I just named, those 10, are on here because they're doing what 97% of every network marketer in the world is doing today. They're struggling, actually failing. Whenever they've wanted to start up their network marketing business, they haven't made money, right? That's pretty much the truth. And this is going to change their life. So if I was to go out and let's say I was with Melaleuca, and I wanted to go to Arletta or anybody else, and they were with Amway, and I went and I was promoting really hard that they should come over and join Melaleuca because we have a lot better products than Amway, and Arletta was really focused on her Amway business, she would get really turned off. But if I go to Arletta and I know that she's probably one of the 97% that is struggling in her business, and I tell her about a solution to both her earnings problems and her lead problem, is Arletta going to be happy or mad? She's going to be really happy because I've solved her problem, the only thing that was stopping her from succeeding. And so that's why I love promoting the Automatic Lead Tools software to network marketers, because I can help Barbara, Connie, Debbie, Andrew, Arletta. I can help Fawn and Gregorio and James and Jim and Ken and Kirk and Lorraine and Lorenzo and Marcia and Millie. I can help all of these people. I can give them a solution. And that's what makes me feel good about ALT. So what should you do right now? Well, somebody brought you here, and hopefully you have been through their presentation. You have a link where you can go and purchase your software. If you have questions, obviously get back to the person that brought you here, but I want to show you that if you need to get questions answered, okay, and you can't get a hold of the person that invited you here, you can email me those questions at leadssosimple. I'll try to blow that up. You can see it, leadssosimple @gmail. Leads leadssosimple@gmail. Just send me an email with your questions. I'm going to be running out to have dinner with my father-in-law and my wife tonight, so I probably won't get this recorded version out to you or be able to answer any emails till tomorrow morning. But get to the person that brought you here. You know, you 10 that are on here, you need this, you know that. Robert took the step today, and you need to take the step right now. Get back to the person that invited you to come here tonight and get your software purchased. And then as soon as you do, get the 2 trainings that I did for ALT University. If I'm your sponsor, get those from me. I send them out automatically, so you can, they're an hour each, and they're very powerful. And then you can get that information to, I'll send it out to you, or get to the person that invited you here tonight. All right, that's what we got tonight. I hope that was helpful. You enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us. God bless you, and we'll see you at the top with Automatic Lead Tools.